Kevin O'Leary is on Alex Jones's show in this? Talking about the big, beautiful bill. This is Trump's bill, and I only got a little bit of time left, but we'll cover this. This is apparently people are getting a chance to start reading this piece of shit, and they're going. A lot of them are like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! What's up with this?" Thank you, Dr. Kev's gal. Thank you so much.
My husband even got worried about how much flab I've been losing. He even asked if I was following some secret diet, but it's just...
Let this soft mineral melt in your mouth to reverse prostate growth and never need a urologist again. Did you?
There was a program called the ERC, Employee Retention Credit, where we gave money to small businesses.
So he's just playing a clip and reacting to it. Jesus Christ, how far the mighty have fallen.
To keep people employed during COVID. That program's over. They want to give new powers to the IRS to audit all those small businesses for up to 9 years. That's unprecedented. Why would we want to?
Oh, you mean because of people like Marjorie Taylor Greene that took COVID money and used it to fund her campaign? And that a lot of people shuffled this money out of the country, and it might take them longer to go after it because it was outside the country? Sure.
To small business. They don't even have to keep their records that long. So many of these audits would occur after the period where they don't have their records. This is war on small business. And I think...
I don't get it. Why would you do that?
I don't think the members saw this. This looks like a cut and...
Sorry. You don't think the members saw this? This looks like a cut and paste job. Meaning Republicans suck at their job. Again, the Republican motto is, government can't do anything right. Elect me and I'll prove it. And this is another great example. And this is his excuse for them. I don't even think they read it. They just cut and pasted it from something else. Well, how did they know what they were fucking cutting and pasting?
Paste paragraph. I just noticed it this morning. And I read it and said, this can't be right. Why would they do this?
Because they're full of shit and you're a gullible asshole who bought everything they sold you hook, line, and sinker. And they're doing anything they can to justify Trump's tax credit or his tax break for millionaires and billionaires and his extension of those things. And so they'll make every cut behind the scenes they possibly can to make that happen, because this is about wealth transfer.
My job, I'm going to get to the Hill right away. You got to read this thing. This is unbelievable. It's outrageous that they would tax small business like this, and unprecedented to give powers to the IRS like this, because...
Democrats. Oh, wait.
Don't stop there. This is anti-American.
It's weird that Trump gets in and it just takes him that long to catch up, does it? I guess Kevin O'Leary that's his way of apologizing to all of us.
When news like this comes out,
it's not news. It's it's business opinion.
It's important to not rush and get mad at Trump.
Why? So he can get away with it while you cool your fucking heels, you toady dickhead?
Because he's the one that wants to get rid of the 87,000 IRS agents hired to go after blue-collar workers that Biden hired, and they've already gotten rid of a bunch of them, like 20,000.
No. And those 87,000 weren't to go after middle class people at all. They were for like big white collar criminals, because they're fighting against these like multi-billion-dollar companies that have an array of lawyers and accountants and stuff, and you need agents, somewhere that can marshal like a team together to parse through all the documents and go through all this kind of shit. That's why he's getting rid of it. You think he gives? He just told you. He just fucking told you. Trump got rid of the 87,000 because those were the guys who would go after hidden money overseas and shit in the Caymans and the Bank of Cyprus and all that kind of stuff. And he's keeping the people to go after the middle class. That's why it's in that bill.
He's the one that actually got him to introduce the bills now, the new big, beautiful bill to get rid of tax on tips and cut taxes on working class people.
What do you think the numbers are going to be on the tax on tip thing? What do you think? People who already weren't paying tax anyways because they don't make enough?
It's classic populist policies, even raising taxes on wealthy people.
Mm-hmm.
This is not Republican policy stuff. This is populist, working class 101.
Mm-hmm.
But inserted in the bill, and now we're finding more bad stuff.
Inserted in the bill by Democrats, obviously. Democrats, were they just sneaking in there at night? Jasmine Crockett's coming in there, doing a little fucking... She's getting into their Google Docs, start just putting in little snippets. And since they don't read this shit, and they're never gonna read this shit, they don't realize it. They're just... I mean, they already passed the fucking thing in the House to the Senate. The Senate's gonna read it.
The big, beautiful bill that we just saw first time yesterday.
Mm-hmm. After the vote. After the vote. You're not gonna throw that in? You're not gonna throw in that you saw it for the first time yesterday after the vote?
In the committees and on all the systems, you know, the pork barrel has slipped in a very serious, draconian, IRS destruction of due process witch hunt specifically designed to target
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sorry.
blue collar and lower middle class.
How? Blue collar and lower middle class aren't where the tax base comes from. He's already fucking them with the tariffs. They're already going to lose more money because of the tariffs. Which, by the way, I don't think they'll be able to write off any of the difference there the way he was able to pay off the farmers.
And that's nasty.
Oh, it's nasty. And what Democrats snuck that in there? Name names. You know, Alex. You got all these fuckers on speed dial. Who was it?
And that's what Democrats do.
Right. That's what it was. Yep. Democrats sneak in there, and they know Mike Johnson is a null-brain dipshit who's not paying any attention and can't do his job worth of shit, and all the Republicans around them are never going to check this stuff. They're never going to come in and in a document that they all have been working on in committee where the changes are in red because they are marked as such until the final document is passed forward to be voted on. This motherfucker thinks that they sit there with a quill and write this stuff up.
When they cut off Keystone pipelines and kill all the oil drilling permits and up your energy prices and shut down thousands of coal power plants, that's a gigantic tax on your food, on your energy.
The Keystone XL pipeline was a Canadian pipeline.
That's the big one right there. And Trump.
No, we never produced more oil in our country's history than under Joe Biden. And there is no drill baby drill right now. The prices are going down because of Saudi and OPEC plus production that just had to go up. They held it down artificially as long as they could, and then it just had to come up.
Get rid of all that. So I know he's not behind this. I know they'll get rid of it.
Do you?
But the so-called Republican bill.
So-called? They run everything. Whatever happened to this mandate shit? Sorry, do they not have a mandate on the fucking Command X on their keyboard?
Is 2.0 of what Obama and then Biden did, weaponizing the IRS even further against the American people. Obama and then Biden cut the IRS enforcement arms by over 80% that go after billionaires. There's basically just no enforcement. And then they put it all on waitresses and bartenders and auto mechanics and farmers.
No, they did not.
Farming hands. I mean, it's and teenagers getting their first job. It is the...
Yeah, that was the big thing. I remember Obama ran on that. He was like, these fucking teenagers getting their first jobs. He was really mad at his daughters about something, I think, at the time.
The meanest, nastiest, sickest move. And then they got the nerve to talk about they're the party of working class people. They're the party of the minorities. They're the party of the hard workers. They're the...
So okay, pivot from this to why this little nugget is in this bill then. Didn't exist before. It's not like a piece that they're continuing. That would be one of you'd have a case there. If this was a piece that was in that bill that had been around, like it was just a natural part of it, and the original bill had taken it out, or it had sunsetted and they wanted to bring it back, right? But it's brand new.
Oh, we're going to give you reparations. We're going to give you free health care. We're going to give you free college. All of it's a lie.
Well, I mean, they try. They actually work towards it. Obviously, the conservative court pushed back on it, and so it wouldn't be a lie. It's just, I would argue, a failure of policy, either through communication or simply the populace decided they didn't want it at a mass level enough to make it a difficult road to hoe. That's part of democracy. That ain't what this is, motherfucker. This is your bill.
You can't give everybody free stuff. So
damn it.
It collapses. But they always dangle it, jerk it back, dangle it, jerk it back, dangle it, jerk it back.
So they don't give it. Okay. Isn't that what Trump is doing with this kind of like defanging the IRS? He dangled it for you, and then he jerked it back.
But
all over your
the
forehead.
Average American, no matter what color they are, sees through it. There's been a total political realignment, and the Republican Party is now the party of the working class and the unions.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I guess her bill will pass right through. And I don't know why that is related to this stuff. I mean, it's a great sleight of hand. Show a picture of her, talk about how she's going to repeal the Patriot Act, which she fucking is not. She knows she isn't, because I think that would eliminate Tulsi Gabbard's job. Let's just start there. Like, the office of the DNI came from the Patriot Act. So, yeah, dude, I'll fucking hold my breath on that one.
And that's what Trump's always been.
A friend of Jeffrey Epstein's?
He's a hospitality guy.
Well, if you're rich, yeah. Otherwise, he's a call security guy if you're a broke motherfucker.
Hospitality businesses do better during booms or worse? Is Trump known for taking really good care of his employees? Yeah.
No. I mean, he pays a lot of undocumented people under the table. I mean, I guess it's good work if you can get it. Beats Waffle House. Maybe. Probably smells the same.
Because don't you want everybody to be having a good time at your resort, your hotel?
No, probably not the accountants and the janitorial staff and the office staff. I don't think if they're interacting. I mean, he hires basically models to interact with everybody, if that's what you're talking about. But he doesn't give a rat's ass about how everybody feels the rest of the time. He just pays people to keep secrets. I mean, you could argue that this is why Diddy's inner circle, they all had good salaries, because keep your friends close and your employees closer.
Your golf course? Yeah. Again, it's philosophical.
It is. Golf is the working class man's game. Always has been.
Trump doesn't want you eating bugs. He wants you eating ribeye with lobster with him.
No, he doesn't. I mean, unless you own a bunch of his crypto. The fuck are you talking about? Dude, he doesn't even bring ribeye and lobster to the fucking White House. And by the way, the man should be sent to Guantanamo for cooking a ribeye well done anyways. What the hell? But he serves fucking fast food because he doesn't give a shit about those people.
Trump doesn't want big giant wars. That's stupid.
Well, look, we're waiting to see his response on Iran. He certainly can't stop any of them. That's for goddamn sure. He's also stupid. I don't know if you've noticed that. He's actually stupid. I mean, just because a bunch of people believe in him and project their own needs and wants and desires on him doesn't make him smart. I mean, it didn't make Jim Jones a savior, right? He obviously had some control. The guy ended up with a fucking island to himself with a pineapple farm and he could sleep with all the wives and daughters all he wanted to, just like David Koresh. I mean, obviously, right? Alex, you would argue there's some business sense going on there. You can't argue with success in that point or whatever until everybody croaks, obviously.
No, Klaus Schwab and King Charles and Barack Obama want you eating bugs while they eat ribeye because they're feudalist, greedy, hateful, demonic trash.
I take it back. I said there would be no evidence in this, and you can't argue with that. Sure, it might be just unfalsifiable insults that kind of distract from the fact that this bill is written by Republicans for Republicans. It is directly like their dream bill. They're calling it the big, beautiful bill. presumably because of what's in it and how much is in it. So they have to, I guess, know all this shit, but they couldn't possibly be responsible.
And you don't hate them enough.
I don't hate them at all. I mean, Klaus Schwab stepped down from the World Economic Forum. I don't give a rat fuck about royals. We fought a Revolutionary War, so I don't have to give a shit about royal families. Or, by the way, Megan, anybody who marries into them, I don't care. You don't get to, there are no magic families. To me, all families are magic. Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you think your lineage is or what lineage you married into. You knew what you're getting into. I don't care. I don't care. And as far as Barack Obama, I voted for him twice.
Support the people fighting for you enough. I'm not saying that to everybody, but
obviously, obviously not Sparks, because he can see right through me.
In general, you don't detest these people enough, and you don't love the people fighting for you enough, because...
Yeah. Why don't you love Trump more? You lazy motherfuckers.
You loved yourself.
What? How dare... What? I'm tired of you, man. That's not fair. That's not the kind of thing I'm talking... That's not... You can't drop that on somebody. What? What? No. That's what... You got me. Yeah, you're right. I do. I do actually love myself more than I love any of those people, because I know me personally.
You would understand these people have a predatory hatred of you and your family.
Well, to them, I would say, then come get some, Barack. I don't think so. I don't think anybody with a predatory belief towards my family would have created something like the ACA. I don't think they would be pro-infrastructure or pro-union or any of that kind of stuff. And so far as like aligning them with King Charles and Klaus Schwab, like Trump and Vance can't hang out with those fuckers enough.
Just look at them.
Look at him. Pooey. Who are we looking at?
Look at Keir Starmer. Look at Macron.
Okay. I mean, I've seen pictures of them.
Look at these people.
And you should just be able to tell. You look at somebody, and sure, they look like a bloated corpse that just washed up on a fucking riverbank and was dressed for its funeral, and then sat up realizing that they weren't dead. They just run out of Ozempic for a couple of weeks and forgot to take their shot and started to puff up again. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, you look at that person, you're like, I can see exactly who that person is. He's a flim-flam artist. He's obviously full of shit and is selling, supplements with lead in them to gullible assholes who've been watching him since he was on, I don't know, cable access. I'm just spitballing. I'm not talking about anybody in particular.
Look at Hillary Clinton. Just look at him.
Well, I mean, is there a new reality show, or they're all on at once? Is there a Big Brother that has yet to be launched? I mean, obviously they're better to look at than you are, right? And maybe that's the point.
Look.
Is this his way of saying, don't look at me, I'm disgusting?
George Soros. Look at Alexander Soros. Look. Their actions are pure evil, and they look like serial killers or something, because they are.
Yeah, dude, you look like a trucker who was pulled over with a body in your cab. What are you talking about? Seriously, like, there's no fucking way that there isn't a post office somewhere in this country that if Alex Jones walked in, somebody wouldn't have a. I think that's the fucking guy.
Would you let Alexander...
He's also younger than me. I'd like to point that out. Quite a bit.
Girls babysit your daughter or son?
I don't know. Would you let Trump babysit yours? What are you talking about?
Married to Uba Abedin? The pedo handler?
Yes, this is what an old man looks like. And?
He's some bad hombres. El Diablo.
Yes, I'm terrified. Two Jews walk into a relatively nice suite at the Hilton.
Bad man right there. Your cells. No, that's an enemy.
No, they don't. I don't react to an old man and his son automatically. Like my cells don't. What the fuck?
Your skin crawls.
No, it doesn't.
And they know your skin crawls.
No, they don't. I don't know why they would think that.
Hate themselves and they hate you.
We're back to talking about Trump again, aren't we?
They're projecting their hatred of themselves onto you. Well, guess what? I love myself and I love you.
Pass. Thanks very much. Bartender, can he? We got to call a cab.
And Trump loves himself and he loves you.
Okay, sure. I don't think I'm his type, although who knows? With his failing eyes, I'm a little worried. Probably should wear a cup if I ever visit the White House, is what you're saying.
I love you. They hate you.
All right. Well, who needs Jesus? Check, please. Who? This is an argument, is it? That's what this is? Shit.
Start loving yourself or start being a slave.
Are you saying that slaves are incapable of self-love? That's terrible. Secondly, I'm not going to do it on camera.
God, it's so simple. Blah.
Blah. You know what? I don't even know why you bothered to tell us you love us all. Doesn't that noise sell it? I think he doesn't have the lung capacity to yell like he used to, so he's fallen back on this like grumble growl shit. He's just like laying back. He's lounging back into his acid reflux as a, it's a good, hey man, turn your weakness into a strength, I guess.
Look at this.
I'm not going to look at that.
Go to the Kevin O'Leary clip, and then I want to get into another screw job with the Republicans are trying to sneak in. Here it is.
Sorry, another screw job the Republicans are trying to sneak in? What the fuck are you just telling us about George Soros for, you dipshit?
There was a program called the ERC, Employee Retention Credit, where we gave money to
we
small
saw this part
businesses
already.
to keep people employed.
He does
during
this a
COVID.
lot.
That program's over. They want to
Yeah, we saw this.
do this. And
Why would
because
they do
it
it?
won't stop the bill. It's just that has never been done before to small business. They're looking to save money. I get
That's never been done before. They're looking to save money. I get it. Exactly as I said. You're welcome. Hey, Alex, I know you got a lot of paper around there, but nobody around you actually thinks you can fucking read, right?
ERC saved millions of businesses, and some people claimed it was fraudulent. Sure, there's fraud in every government program, but 95% of these businesses deserve that money and are still in business because of that money. And now somebody says, give the IRS power to go rip into them. That's not okay.
Yeah, we don't need a witch hunt of working class and middle class.
That don't elect witches. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to tell you. Anna Luna is the thing to say on a Hawaiian Christmas day. That's why I said white. Look out. Anna Luna. Sorry. They said she was a witch.
Now, in the bill is get rid of tax on tips and massive tax cuts for the working poor and lower middle class.
The working poor don't pay taxes, by and large, at all. But I mean, they just don't. What they need are services.
A lot of people I know that are, not super rich, but, make $1 million a year or so, they saw the proposal and they go, wow, we're about to pay a lot of money. I've talked to a lot of people, 4 or 5 folks I know.
Yes, the only people you talk to are millionaires. We get it. Yes, man. Anyways, you were saying something, man of the people or something.
Separately, they're like, but we've looked at the numbers. It's what needs to happen. Because they understand if we don't save all the working class people and we don't save the lower middle class, the whole country's going to fall apart. And people that are really successful understand their wealth is directly tied to everybody else's success. It's Kennedy's.
Sure. Yeah.
What raises chips? Rising tides. And that's why the globalists...
Yeah, it's like a trickle. It's the other version of trickle down.
...is failing because even a lot of rich people and elites went, wait a minute, we're going to make everybody poor and starve them to death, and we'll...
And, sorry, you've spoken to Elon Musk, right?
more money in our bank accounts, but it won't be able to spend it anywhere, and the whole world will be a war zone? That's not a very good business plan.
Sorry, weren't you the guy who telling us that the elites were planning to depopulate the fucking planet so there'd only be a couple 100,000 of them anyways, and who gives a shit what you're selling to if you've already got everything that you need? Who gives a shit about the car market if you're uber rich and you have a helicopter and everybody lives off of you? It's futile.
You're gonna eat filet mignon. We're gonna eat bugs. You know what? I don't think humanity is gonna go along with that. And guess what? You're not. It's funny.
This is the kind of modern economic and philosophical depth that you will find really getting into the deep reads, the wonkiness that we've all been looking for in the dissection of the bill that the Republicans are putting together. Is it like, I hate you and I love you. That's great. Shit, I wish that, is there some sort of a graph or schematic that explains what the fuck is up with this dumbass?
I think you're just like me, and you know what? You are.
No, I am not. I am not. I do not daily make excuses for Jeffrey Epstein's wingman, you tit.
So let's start acting like we're the majority and acting like we're the good people.
Hey, asshole, you have been doing that. You are the majority in the House and in the Senate. So what are you yelling at everybody else for? That's in the bill because the Republicans want it there, you asshole.
Because we are. All we got to do is stand up to these people and they will fail.
That's right. All you got to do. And also buy my dick pills, which will put lead in your pencil, as they say, because there's actually lead in the dick pills, allegedly. So there you go. All right. I got to go. Jesus. Yeah, he's almost there, Kathy. They're all almost there. They get so close to it. Like, I don't know why they'd be doing this right now with Trump in charge and the Republicans control everything. Why would they be doing all this stuff we've accused Democrats of this whole time when they run everything? It couldn't possibly be that Democrats weren't doing that at all and that all the stuff that we were bitching about was actually coming from Republicans. And, oh shit, we've dug our own hole. Good Lord. I thought we couldn't do InfoWars. Well, it's he calls it InfoWars, but it's really just the Alex Jones show now. They use the name on there or whatever, but it's all in a fucking hold, so nobody cares. Thank you so much. I will see you guys Saturday. Parting is such sweet sorrow. I've never actually taken like a chunk off like this, and it's a lot, so wish me luck. Since I make donuts here, meaning that I make money when I'm on the air, which is why I'm on the air so much, if you guys feel like helping, patreon.com/HalSparks, or the Venmo is right there if you want to buy me a cup of coffee or a tank of gas or whatever. That's a lovely thing to do. That's it. I'll see you guys on Saturday. I will post and do some stuff, just kind of checking in and a little bit of blue sky or something here and there, but I won't be doing regular streams. So love you guys. Thank you so much. While I'm gone, support Boston Brian's in Europe. There's Texas Paul, there's all of our usual friends. So I adore you guys. Take care of yourselves and take care of somebody else. And I'll see you in a little bit. It's kind of a little sad. And it's not even going to be that long, but it's kind of it's just a thing, So no, I feel like we need something slower. Yeah, so I gotta hit the road, kids. I gotta see a man about a mule. No. Yeah, don't forget the Major and Phil. That's true. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Take care of somebody else.